Okay, we've talked about creating folders, sharing folders, and documents as well. Now I'm actually going to walk you through creating a new document and getting it into the right spot in your Google Drive, because organization is a big part of Google Drive in my opinion. So right now I'm just in my drive, as you can tell. And last time I created a few folders, I've shared some. And so there's actually a few ways you can create documents. Um, the simplest way, or the way that's probably the most intuitive, is going to the Create button and selecting Document. And it'll open up a new document for you. And if you do it this way, the protocol I'll probably follow most of the time is first giving it a name. So I'll call it New Document. I also like to think that giving it a name kind of starts that saving process for a Google Drive document. As you can see, it's saving up there, and now all changes saved. The next thing I like to do is organize it. And what I mean by organize is put it in the spot it needs to be in. Now, if I don't know where it's going yet, I can wait, but usually you have a decent idea where a document's going to be going if you've started it. So to organize, we're actually going to go up to this gray folder, and if you hover over it, it says Folders. Click it, and what it's going to bring up is your drive. And what we can do is now place this document in the appropriate folder. So let's say this is for my US History class. So I'm going to select the drop down, and it's a Unit 1 document. I click on Unit 1, and now I see the little checkbox next to it. And when I click Move, that means this document will now be placed in the Unit 1 folder. So click Move, and if I go back to my drive, and I go to US History Unit 1, there's my new document. So that's one way you can do it. Create, and then organize, or title, then organize. There are a couple other ways though. So let's say you want to create an AP US History document in Unit 3. I'm in my Unit 3 folder for AP US History, and what I can do now is go to the Create button, select Document, and you'll see this option come up. Create in a shared folder. The created item will have the same sharing permissions as the selected folder. So it's going to share it with whatever permissions you've selected for that folder. So I'm going to click Create and Share. Let it load, and I always title it right away. So New Document 2, and click OK. And if I go back to here, you'll see it's not showing up until now. So give it a second. Sometimes it'll take a second, but when you're creating a document in Drive, it will create the document in whichever folder you are currently in. So right now I'm currently in my Unit 3, so it created it in there. So that's a thing to remember as well. The first time around, I was simply in my drive. So really, once you get used to it, head to the folder you're going to be creating the document in, go Create, Document. There's also one last way you can do it, and that's by simply right-clicking and going to Create, and it'll give you the choices. You can go Document, it'll give you that same option, Create in a shared folder. Sure, why not? Once again, you get your blank document, New Document 3, and now we have all changes saved in Drive. I go back here, and there it is. So like I said, this kind of goes with the theme of creating folders, organizing, sharing. Get used to it. The more organized you are, the easier life is going to be, and Drive makes it pretty easy on you to do that.